Hello, it is Esther here. Welcome, welcome. Wat is dit nu dan toch weer? Hi guys. Hello. Something went wrong again. Is anybody here? Hello. Yes, found you guys. Hi. I'm afraid there's a little bit of a delay with me arriving here because surprise, surprise, I had some technical issues again. So I was on the phone with Mark and he helped me and now I'm here with you. Hi guys, hi Ankie, Petra, Daria, Dimfne, Nance, Joe, Diana, Robin, welcome everyone. So, I'm back and let's see if I can find, let me check my screen. And I need to turn this off. Docs, cha. See if I can find you guys. Well, okay, we're here. Hi Yvonne, hi Anita, hi Judith. Hello. Okay. Ah, you've got me on YouTube, Lara. Hi, nice to see you. Sandra, Joanny, hi guys. So both of you are watching on YouTube and on Facebook. So that's the first time I see that. So very welcome everyone. I do have a plan for today. And the plan is, hold on, I need to do something here on my screen. I'm going to make a little book, this one. Something like this. It's going to be a little bit different. But I made this with this die, from this die set. It's only this element, and it's from die set 2281. It's the page, the full page with a large tab in the middle. So that's the element I'm going to use. Where do I start? I made this one, and I'm going to show you what I do like and what I don't like about this one. I do like this element, so the little piece of elastic band, which I implemented in here. And I could do so because there's quite a lot of space in between those pages, mini pages. But I don't like that it's closing and it's going to be like a triangle, you know, like a little bit pointy on this side and it's wider here. So I made a new one, or I'm going to make a new one today, which is going to be different. So not so much space in between those pages. Hi Ella, Marjan, hi Heidi, sorry, Miranda en Dineke, welkom allemaal. So, degene die ik nu ga maken, the one I'm going to make now is a little bit different, but the idea is the same. So, what did I do? Because I did some preparations, I did cut a lot of those elements with this die. So, in case you don't know it yet, it's this element. And it cuts frames like this, which you can fold. So then it's giving you a mini book page. And you can put in tiny pictures on both sides. You see, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. So it works like this. Now, if you are having problems printing those tiny pictures, you can also, and that's what someone told me yesterday, cut out these. Let me show you with one of the plain ones. If you are cutting out these dividers here, you can put in larger pictures. So just cut out those if you want that. And then you can put in a larger picture. So it's the same element, but only with a different window. You've seen it for real, Denise. And here you can see the difference. Here there are two pictures in my frame, and here I made one with larger pictures on both sides. These are the larger ones, and here you have the smaller ones. So that's all up to you, what you prefer, which pictures you want to use, and what you're going to do with this mini book. You can also make a book with only, what's the name? I can't come up with the name in English. Well, okay, it will pop up later. But that's the difference, just cutting out these dividers, and then you can put in larger pictures. So what did I do? I already printed my pictures, and I prepared some of those mini pages, because otherwise it takes so much time today to do so. Oh, specimen cards. Yes, that's the word. I now see it here. So you can also do a transparency in here maybe, and then add some little, maybe some dried flowers or other specimen thingies. So they're quite well, cool to use. At least that's what I think. So here are some samples. I'm going to put those aside. But I do need those, the ones I already prepared. And I put in pictures of our dogs. One of them passed away a couple of weeks ago, so I thought it should be fun to make a mini book about the two of them. So I do need these. I can put this aside for now, and I need my what's it called? Scoreboard. So let me grab this thing out. So. When you want to make something like this, you need to know the height and the width of your pages. Probably I'm working the opposite way than it's supposed to be, but that's my way. It doesn't mean it's a good way, but it's my way. So maybe if you want to do it in your way, please do so. I just ended up doing it this way. So, what you need to know, the height of the card. So, by head, it's 2.5 inches approximately. So, let's say 5 centimeters. Yeah, 5 centimeters. So, I took a strip of paper, 5 centimeters. So, that's the same height as the die, or the die cut from the die. And then I am going to score each 1/2 inch. So, that's in centimeters. For the people in Holland, 1.5 centimeter approximately. And then it's going to be tighter. The pages are going to be closer together than this one, because I think I like that better. So I just need to have a little piece on the front. So let's say my first score line is going to be at 1 inch. Then I'm going to do 1.5. Then it's on 2 inch again, 2.5, 2, 3.5, sorry, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, and just, well, I'm just finishing this piece of paper and see how far I can get. So every 1/2 inch, I'm making a score line. So 7, 7.5. I think I'm fine with this. So, and then you are going to fold it up and down, just like this. So, very easy. From left to right. Like a little stairs or trapezium, how do you call it? I'm not sure about the English words. But it's going to be a hidden hinge. So, you're going to figure out something like this. There are many videos on YouTube also already about hidden hinges and books where you use that. So if you think my explanation is not that good, please Google or look for it at YouTube. you will find many other videos. So, hi Belinda. This is the thicker paper. Of course, it is the thicker paper. You need to have a little bit of sturdy paper. Okay, just make sure it's a little bit straight. Do I need this one? No, I don't think I need it anymore. So, let me put it aside. So, my pictures. What did I do? Pictures on both sides, and it doesn't look pretty on the inside, as you can see. But you don't see that when it's closed and folded. Now I see a little piece of paper popping out here from one of the photos. It's this one. I forgot to trim that off. So just checking if I don't see anything here or there. Maybe I should remove a little bit of this one too. So I did print my photos with one of the photo apps. There are so many of them out there. Just look for the small size pictures, the smallest you can find. They're actually just a little bit too large. They're still too big, but I managed to center them, and the pictures came out really nice this way. Okay, that one is okay, and that one too. Now, the only thing you are going to do now is add some glue here, here, and here, and then you fold it on one of the these thingies from the hinge. You're folding it and gluing it down on the hinge itself. So that's not that difficult. So let me see if my hi Claire, good to see you. Welcome. Hi Virginie. Sorry, I am always having trouble with your name. Virginie. Oh, erg hè? Virginie. Sorry, you know, I apologize, but you know, I do the best I can. So, some glue, and then make sure the right side is up, and then take one of the hinges and glue it on there. Make sure it's nice, evenly divided, it's in the middle, and you don't see any pieces of paper popping out on the top or bottom part. So let's let's do another one. Same again. Some glue here and there. Make sure it's not upside down, and then you are applying the next one. I'm closing it so I know I can't put it in any further, so you know they're really tight in the hinge itself. So, oh Belinda, yes, they're so much fun to make. It's really fun. I'm moving over to the next one. I'm only going to do those 6 I have over here, and then I will show you what I prepared already. So here's another page. And I think normally people would do it very different. They make the hinge first, make a cover, and then add the pages in. So it's probably a little bit weird that I'm doing it this way. Oh, thank you so much, Katrina. Thank you. Okay, that is my number 3. I'm taking another one. And, you know, you can die cut as many of those frames or pages as you want. And you can glue those hinges together. So you can, for example, make a book with 20 pages, but you can also do 100 if you want. I mean, the only thing is that the book will get thicker and thicker. And I think that's pretty cool. You can add as many as you want. Hi Astrid, welcome. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. 2 more, let me see. Oh, that's not so smart, putting glue over here. Let me, it should be here. And then the next part of the hinge, aligning it again and make sure it is centered and it doesn't pop out at the bottom part or the top part. So for the last one, same again. And it should go in this way. Oh, sorry. Folding it. And again, make sure it's in the center and nicely aligned. Ah, harmonica. Yes, that's the name, Astrid. Hi, Kathy. Hi, good to see you. Yes, Judith. Right. Okay, so now I've got a very mini book with only 6 pages. But I prepared something, of course. There are a couple of more already here. I'm not sure how many there are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 6. So I've got 20 pages now. So now I have to figure out how to connect the 2 of them. So my guess is, this is the piece I already prepared. I need to put the 2 of them together, and now I already find out that that is not going to work. Or is it? Let me check. Because I'm not an expert on this, I think I need to have 1 more page. Okay, I'm going to put one of those in there. Let me get this one. Because I have to connect it, and then it's giving me 1 more extra hinge. So this is too long now. And do I want this to be in the front or in the back? It doesn't really matter. It looks the same. So this is going to be the first part of the book. I need to add this one in the back. So what I'm going to do is trim this off. Cut it off. Let me see. So hopefully this will work. In my mind it should, yes. And then I'm going to cut this one off too. And I'm cutting it on the score line. So this is 1/2 inch now, and this is 1/2 inch. And I am going to glue the 2 of them together, and then this one will cover it up. I didn't think of this one, but luckily I have a spare one, only there are not dots on it, but that doesn't really matter. It's just about how I can tell you how to do it, how I can show it to you. So make sure. I'm holding it for a few seconds so it can connect a little bit, and squeezing it, and then I'm going to look it up. Where did it go? Where is my... It should be somewhere here. I can't even find it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be here, and it's gone. It's gone. Oh no, it's here. It is. It's folded. So, and now I'm going to apply this one on this little hinge, the extra hinge. I didn't think of that one. Oh no, this one is stuck again. Why not, Esther? Hi Sherry, welcome. Well, it doesn't matter if you're a little late. You can always watch back. Okay, I need to open it up. I know some of you will laugh out loud seeing me struggling with this glue thing every time. I know, I know. Where was I? Here. And again, it's still not working. Yeah, here we go. Let me check. Where is this? Okay, make sure it's not upside down, so it should go in this way. And that one covers up the 2 hinges from the two separate pieces because I extended it. Okay, I think it looks good this way. Now I have to apply some glue over here too, because this is the back side of the harmonica piece. So I'm squeezing in some glue in between each of them. And then this is going to be the base of my mini book. It probably will squeeze out some glue. And now I need to hold it for just a few minutes, a few seconds. Oh, thank you, Maria. Yes, you know the brand. Are you from Holland? Hi, Inge. Good to see you. Hi, Susanna. Good to see you too. So, there is some glue here, but you just spread it because this is going to be covered up. And now you've got the base or the insert for a mini book. All those tiny pictures in there. And there's not much decoration inside yet, but that's something you can do later. I just wanted to explain you how to make a book like this. Now, you see in the beginning there's 1/2 inch left. So over here I could add some more pages, but I'm not going to. So I'm also going to trim it off here, also at the 1 inch score line, because I don't need that. So this is going to be my book. Let me see if I've got something. This is probably not big enough. No, you see, that doesn't work. If you have one of those big bulky, oh, it might work. No. Then I would suggest make sure it stays together really, really tight for a little bit, a little while. Okay. My plan now is, let me get this out of the way. Now I'm going to try and make some kind of cover on this mini book. I did cut some pages here. This is the one I need to use. Now, what did I do? I took the same height as this die, but only a tiny, let's say 1 millimeter. And that's, even denken. 1/8, no, it's not even 1/8, 1/16. Yeah, 1/16 of an inch, maybe higher, so it covers up the pages on the inside. So it's only slightly larger than the other one. So now you need to measure this, the width of this. So I'm going to do that in centimeters. So for me it's 3 centimeters, so that's about, let me get my other ruler. 1.5 inch. No, it's only 1 inch. No, I'm sorry. 1 inch, and then it says 3/16. So in centimeters, trying again. I think I need to score. Yes, I can do 3 centimeters. So my 3 centimeters should be in the middle. So because you want to make a cover like this. So I'm going to make score lines here and here. So this is going to be my spine, the spine of my book. So I do need this thing again. And as you can see, here is my middle somewhere. Oh, I need inches right now. Blimey. What did I say? 1 inch and... Okay, different ruler again. 1 inch and... I am not completely sure about that, but it's always a little bit hard working in inches and centimeters. But and it doesn't... it's not very important for you now, because everybody's book will be a different width, because it depends on the amount of pages you are going to use. So 1 inch, so it should be here. Let me try this one first to see what it's doing. Yeah, I think it's nice and tight. You can see I made a score line here and one here, and it fits. well, perfectly, I shouldn't say, but almost perfectly. So I'm going to fold it again. So what you should do now, let me get this out of the way again. Apply glue here and here. Am I correct? Yes. And then you can also measure the sides of the book. Now for this one, the first one, I thought it was fun to leave out the tabs on the side. So as you can see, my cover is smaller than the pages themselves. I want to do it differently for this one and make them the same length as the pages with the tab attached. So now you can do two things. Glue it down and then cut it off, or try to measure it and then cut it off before you glue it. So I'm not sure about that yet. What's the wise thing to do, Esther? Ta-da-da-da. And this one is going to be attached here, and that one is going to be attached there. I'm just thinking out loud because I'm not doing this every day. And I just thought it, because I took it with me to the opening of the new shop in Holland a couple of weeks ago. And you were asking for a video about this. So that's why I'm doing this now during the live. I think I'm going to attach this first and then see if I can cut off so I have exactly the same length. Because is it fun? Is it fun? I want to make a hole in here. Now I can't do this with the elastic in here because I don't have space to put in the rubber band. You see, it's too much, too close together. It might be possible, but I don't think it's going to be pretty. So I want to do something different on the spine with this one instead of here. So not exactly the same like this one. So if I'm going to glue it down, I don't have access anymore. So plan B, because I'm going to apply this. Okay, it might be a little bit confusing for you guys, but I hope you can still follow along. I'm going to apply some extra pieces of paper. No, no, I have to trim it first. Okay, sorry for this, sorry for all this, but I think I figured it out. So I'm going to mark. Would that work? Yeah, okay. If it's not working, okay, something goes wrong. We will see, and we will try to just making a small line. Okay, let me get my paper trimmer. I made a few marks where I think I'm going to make it a little bit larger, just in case. Cutting off something is always possible, but attaching a little piece is going to be harder. So this should be my cover. And the thing I'm thinking about is applying a little eyelet in here, or maybe two. But I should do that before I apply it to the pages themselves. Oh, it turns out pretty well, if I say. So I am going, because you also want to have a little bit sturdy cover. And that's why I am going to apply an extra layer on this piece of paper. So let me see. I need some thinner paper from the book now. So let me see. This is all sturdy. I like this. Oh, maybe it's wiser to do a little bit sturdier paper here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do exactly the opposite of this. So I'm going to make the spine green, and then the sides is going to be the neutral on this one. I hope I can fix it. I can do it this way. So I'm going to take sturdy paper to cover this one and to cover this one. No, it's not wise because I want to fold it. shall I do it exactly the same as this one? It folds easier when you take the thinner paper, but. Okay, let's do this. Stop talking, Esther. I'm not, no. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm taking the thinner paper because it is too hard to do. Now, what you need is your paper should be a little bit bigger than the cover itself because you want to fold it inside so it's going to be a nice looking book from the outside. Let me see. So I'm just eyeballing. I think I can trim it down here and then somewhere here. And then it's this, and then I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. So it's kind of chaotic again, but you are probably used to it by now from my lives. Hi Ellen, good to see you. Black gaffer's tape. Yes, I do have black tape somewhere, but I also like to do things like this with paper from the book. And where is my spine? Here we go. So I need this to, oh, I'm going to turn it around. Should you see that? No, you won't. It doesn't matter, guys. Okay, so here is still the center of my book is here. You see? Now you can fold it. Should I do it separately? I think I'm going to take out a little bit of paper somewhere around here. Because sometimes I think it's a little bit hard adding extra paper to score lines, but maybe that's personal or maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. So this one is going to be here. Yes, that is the plan. So my front cover will be, let me check, something like so. And then I'm adding a little bit of glue here too. And now it looks like it's empty. Okay. Another one again. Hopefully this has some glue left. So this is still possible. It's really nice to fold it. And then I am going to cut off the corners and make sure you are able to fold this to the inside of your book cover. So this is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, we're good. So adding some glue over here too. And over here. And it's a really fun, tiny project to make. Oh, where are all the hearts from? Oh, thank you, Larry. Thank you, Jeff, I think is at the office asking you for hearts. Thank you. So this is going to be the front cover, and now I'm going to do exactly the same with the other side. It's going to be this way. So adding my glue on this side first. Let me check. Check. Double check. Don't want to glue it. Yes, here we go. Almost upside down. This way. Make sure it's nice centered. Hi Heidi, yes, I will also upload this live video on my YouTube, so you can see it later there too. Not sure if I'm able to do that tonight because it is already 8:30 over here p.m. And otherwise I will do it tomorrow morning. So you can watch them on my YouTube too. And cutting off the corners from the other side and folding everything inside again. Same on this side, some glue. Here we go. Make sure it's all covered. So here is my spine, and now it does look really ugly on the outside, but I'm going to cover this piece with, oh, I can do this too. No, let's go for the green, right? So I would need, and you can make this as wide as you want yourself, but I think it's pretty when it covers just a little piece, just a little piece on the side and a little piece on this side. So I'm going to do a rough measuring. Let's say I would like to have 2 inch. No, that's too much. 1 inch and 3/4. 1 inch and 3/4. See if I can manage that. 1 inch. So that is going to be somewhere here. No, Esther, because I want you to be able to read it. So it needs to be from this side. Am I correct now? 1 inch, 3/4, let me guess. I have to think now. It should be here. And it's 2 inch. Let me check again. Check, double check. 1 inch. Yeah, it should be fine. But I want it. Oops. No, it's okay. It looks like I'm drunk, guys. It's going to be covering up this. It's so small, you know. That's no good. That is no good. Let me check again. I can hear you guys laughing. I'm sorry. 1.5. No, 2 is too much. You just need a little piece. You just need a little piece. 1 inch and 3/4. So. Oh no, I'm doing it wrong again. I first need my 5 centimeters and a little bit more. So I'm going to do 6.5. Let's start with that. Okay, we're getting there. That's okay. And now I need this piece. And it looks so small. Yeah, but it's good. It is good. I'm going to check it again, right? Yeah, because I don't want it to be too wide. Okay, now let's go for this. Hi Terry, how are you, my dear? Good to see you. So I'm adding some glue on my spine and then applying this piece of paper. And I'm trying to divide it so it's a little bit the same piece of green paper you see on the front and on the back cover. So it also has to be glued to the inside on both sides. Ooh, and it's a little bit tight and not equally divided, you see? No, I leave it this way. More glue to the rescue and also on this side. I'm not sure if this is going to work now because I didn't do these score lines. Let me get this out of the way. And you see, I'm an amateur bookbinder. So we all experience the same things when doing this. Because I also want it to be nice and smooth, folding to the front and back side. So let me do that first, and then you need to do the same as, you know, you did your book coverings for school. I'm not sure how you call it in English. Yeah, book coverings. We had to put paper on our books before we went to school every new year. So, and I think all countries are doing that. So this is a little bit like that. So now the other side, some more glue again. And I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds. Okay. This is my cover, you see? And then you can decorate it later. That's all up to you. That's not something I'm going to do now. So, if you want, you can also make a closure. Then I would suggest adding it now. So let's say you want to add some ribbon. I would add it now and then cover it up with an extra piece of paper in there. You can make a magnetic closure if you want. Well, that's all up to you. But for me now, I would like to make a hole in here. So I am going to take this little friend and trying to eyeball. Let's see if it's in the middle. Is it in the middle? Something like so. You could also do one here and then make some kind of handle maybe. Would that be fun? Why not? Let's give it a try. Oh, I don't see it now. Yeah. And now this is a little bit hard because it should be aligned with the one at the top. Okay, eyeballing. Yes. And now I need 2 eyelets. Oh, shall I add some twine? Yes, yes, yes. Let me see what I've got here. I've got this one or this one. This is a little bit thicker. That might be nice in here. So it's more like a handle to hold the mini book. But then I would do this. Not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Add one of those little thingies in there. I hope it works because the twine, yeah, it's in there. It is in there. And you can't do this anymore if your spine is already attached to the book. Oh, I think I like that. I think I like that. Not sure how I'm... No, you won't see that. You won't see that anymore, so that's good. That one goes in there too. Another one of those eyelets. If it wants to go in there. You can make it a little bit loose, but I think it's pretty nice like this. So you see, now you can, let's say you make a little box and then you make all of those mini books and then you can take them out on this little handle you made. How fun is that? I could do some tape here or some extra glue, but I'm not sure because this also has to go in there, you see. I think I need my hammer. Hold on. Just make sure it's a little bit more flat, and then I'm going to cut off those because I don't want too much to be in there, and I think they are really strong attached with the eyelets themselves. Okay, put them aside. Oh, there's one here. So now I need to make sure this boy, this little thingy, goes in there and stays there. Now, you can do double-sided tape And I think that's what I'm going to do. Some double-sided tape and liquid glue. So to make it as strong as possible, because you don't want your pages to fall out. Let me do this to give it some extra strength. Hi Els, good to see you. Let me see, where are my tweezers? Here. Oh, that is not working. The last one doesn't want to come off. Yeah, here we go. So double-sided tape, where is my glue thingy, and some liquid glue. Well, if this doesn't stay there, then I don't know. Make sure it's not upside down, so it's going to be this way. And I am going to add it in here. So now it would be helpful if you have some kind of clasp to hold everything in place. But I think I'm good with this one too, because there's double-sided tape and I am just making sure. For an amateur, it is not bad at all, if I may say so. It is there. Now you see those those half inches here. I can glue those down too. Oh, I'm still getting the wrong glue. And that one goes here. I keep pushing it a little bit extra to the spine, because the liquid glue now takes a little bit longer to dry, because there's also double-sided tape in there. So it takes a little bit longer to set. But we're still going strong. So which side did I do? It's still not attaching, but it will get there. And then I need glue on this side too. Wrong glue again. Okay, I need to hold it. I'm looking around to see if I have something where I can squeeze it with, but no, it's not wide enough. But it looks really fun already, don't you think so? Although it's not dry yet. Okay, let's chat about the weekend. Then I can hold it for a few seconds, a little bit longer. What are you going to do this weekend? It is Friday, right? So let the weekend begin. Any special things you are going to do? Fun things, or maybe you have things which are not much fun but needs to be done in the weekend. Yeah, the extra large ones, yes, they would be helpful now, but I don't have them here. But you see the difference now between the two books. So this one has the hole in the center with the elastic band, and this one I made two, and then you can grab it here. But it's fun to have a whole row of those mini books lined up. How cool is that? So now you still see I do have a little bit extra length on this side, and this one is a little bit shorter, so I do have to trim this off, which is not going to be perfect because I had to do it before covering it with paper. Yeah, tiny error. Oh, you're all going to work, or not all. Pokemon event. Oh, where is that? Where are you, Judith? Journal pages, the book. Oh, New England. Robin, how much fun. Oh, that's smart too, Nicole. Amsterdam market, Friday brunch, afternoon party. Oh, we are having a brunch tomorrow too. Well, an early brunch. Friarburg Fair, that sounds fun too. Workshop, working on the book. Another crop day, Anki. That is fun. Okay, I think it should be set now. Now, okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit and cutting off a little bit of this piece in the back. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what I also forgot? I forgot to ink the edges. Shall I do that now? Yes, I can. Where is my ink, guys? Nobody leaves. I've got my freight burlap. So I'm just doing this now so it can set a little bit extra before I'm going in and finish the inside of the cover, because there also has to be a little piece of paper in there. And over here too. I'm just a little bit afraid to open it too far because it's not completely set yet. You know, when you're working on your own, you don't do a live, you can put it aside for a while and do something different in the meantime. So I'm a little bit scary it falls apart again, but that's why I'm doing a little bit careful with the inking. Now, the only things I need to cover up now is the inside of the front and the back. So I need to measure that and find some nice pieces of paper. Shall I do inches? So it's 2, oh no, I'm going to do centimeters. That's easier for me, guys. I'm sorry for that. So that is 5.5, something 5.5. No, it's just a little bit extra. 56, 56. Let me check. This should be the same, but it can be different. Oh, it is different. That's weird. Well, let's do the same. 56, 57. Let me check. Shall we do green on the inside? There's something from... That might be fun. That might be fun. Oh, I need to know the height too, of course. 56 bij... 48. So something like this. And if I remember well, but checking again. Yeah, 57. So 5, 6, 7 should be somewhere here. And one more for the other side. 2 little pieces of paper to go on the inside of the cover. And I am going to ink those because that is much better. And again, you can make these mini books as wide as you want, as many pages in there as you want. So, but you need a lot of pictures. You need a lot of pictures. Okay, here we go. And this is the last I'm going to do, is adding this on the inside of the cover. Make sure it's nice and centered. And it is fun if you keep seeing a little piece of the background. So it looks like an extra layer. And I'm going to do the same on the back side. And then you have a really lovely mini book. Now, I'm not going to do any decorations now because you can make it as crazy if you want to. And again, if you want to make some kind of closure, you should do it now so you can glue it in between here, in between these layers of paper. So, two different ones, two different versions. And you see there are many more pages in this one compared to the first one I did. There's much more space in between those pages instead of this one. So it's just a completely different way of making a journal. In this one I used numbers on each of the pages. Just randomly, I stamped them on a piece of paper and then cut them out. So, oh no, yeah, and these are from the ruler, the rulers. What's the name of the stamp set? Where are they? Where are they? Let me check. What? Yeah. You know the stamp set we do have with the rulers? These are the numbers I've been using. So stamp them and then cut them out so you can add them on your pages if you like that. I just glue them down randomly. It doesn't make any sense. There's no specific order in the numbers, but I just thought it was fun to use them as a decoration. And a closure, yes, that's all up to you. I didn't think about that yet, but it is very easy to do something like this. Just to give you an idea, glue some sturdy paper in here underneath this layer and then fold it this way with a magnet. That's a possibility. Or you can add some, if you were doing a hole just in the center, take the twine out and bend it and just make a, you know, like a bow with some twine. There are so many possibilities of making closures for mini books, magnets. I think you can figure it out. So, that was my project for today. Mini books with only one die, actually. Where is it? I'm going to show it to you again. From this die set, it's this element, die set 2281. And you see how versatile it is. You can also use it in your planner, of course, but then I would suggest doing it differently, just gluing them down on pages, because you can't put this into your planner. But, okay, that was it for today, guys. I hope I've been giving you some inspiration again. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to see your projects if you are going to make something like this. And I would love to see that on Facebook somewhere or on your Instagram account. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. See you soon in another live or another video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.